Tashtale, my dear students, today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 4, and the name of our chapter is South Asia and the Contemporary World. Now, before we move on to the main chapter, let's look at our syllabus, the changes that the CBSE has made. Now, if you look at the slide here, that's the old name for the chapter, and here this is the new name. Now, the contents are pretty much same. However, the few changes that they have made are this section. This is SAARC that they have moved to chapter number 3, which we already did, and they have removed India's relations with its neighbors and have added Maldives and Bangladesh, although it is already in the textbook. Okay, so with this understanding, let's move on to the main lesson. Now, what is South Asia? South Asia refers to the 7 countries located in Southern Asia. It stands for diversity in every sense and yet constitutes one geopolitical space. Let's zoom in to see these 7 countries. In order to remember the names of these 7 countries, I've created a sentence which would help you to remember the names of these countries here. South Indian bachelor proposes beautiful northern maiden, where S is for Sri Lanka, I for India, B for Bhutan, P for Pakistan, B for Bangladesh, N for Nepal, and M for Maldives. Let's look at the map again with the names of the countries: Sri Lanka, India, Bhutan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Maldives. And you also know the sentence to remember this. South Indian bachelor proposes beautiful northern maiden. Of course, you can create one on your own. Now, Afghanistan and Burma or Myanmar are at times included in Southern Asia as well, although most of the times Afghanistan is studied under the politics of West Asia or Middle East and Myanmar in East Asia. Now, China, although is not a member of South Asia, however, it is considered to be an important influence in the region. Now, the various states of South Asia, they do not have similar political systems, all right? Only Sri Lanka and India have been able to operate democracies successfully since their independence, while Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal have seen ups and downs in democratic stability. Despite the mixed record of the democratic experience, the people in all these countries share the aspiration for democracy. You look at the graph which I took from your textbook, you can clearly see the people's aspiration for democracy. Now, this is a survey done on people, and if you can see in the slide, the light color shows people favoring democracy. Okay, now here's another picture from your textbook, and you can clearly see that democracy is preferred over dictatorship everywhere except in Pakistan. We'll be learning about the struggle for democracy in these countries in detail. We'll do Pakistan first. Now, this is a map of Pakistan from 1947 to 1971. After its independence in 1947, it had 2 parts, East Pakistan and West Pakistan, which were separated by about 1,000 miles. Okay. Now, this is a view of Google map. This is the current Pakistan, and you can clearly see Bangladesh on the eastern side instead of East Pakistan. East Pakistan became Bangladesh in 1971. We'll learn more about it when we do Bangladesh. So as of now, let's just focus on Pakistan, all right? Now, with the adoption of its first constitution in 1956, Pakistan became republic, all right? Until 1956, that is from 1947 till 1956, the head of the state in Pakistan was Governor General. Now, after 1956, that is when Pakistan became republic, this Governor General was replaced by a ceremonial president. So, we'll be focusing from 1956, that is when Pakistan became republic. So, Pakistan enjoyed its first republic in 1956, although for a short span. Okay, the first leader was General Iskandar Mirza, or the first president. So, this General Iskandar Mirza was the first president, and he was a Pakistani general and a civil servant. He faced political instability during his rule, and Mirza surprisingly suspended the constitution which was just adopted and which in fact made him the president. and he imposed martial law through his army commander, General Ayub Khan. Now, interestingly, later when situation between him and Ayub Khan became tensed and escalated, Ayub Khan dismissed him through a military coup. All right. Now, this is just for your background knowledge. Since he is not mentioned in your textbook, I doubt about its importance from the examination point of view. Anyway, let's move on. Next was General Ayub Khan. Now, he was the same person who removed Mizra through the military coup. He was a military dictator and he got himself elected. Now, during his tenure, there was a war against India in 1965, and he had to give up his office when there was dissatisfaction against his rule. After Ayub Khan was General Yahya Khan. During Yahya Khan's term, Indo-Pakistan War broke in 1971, in which Bangladesh became independent. He lost support and he had to step down. We'll learn more about this war and the formation of Bangladesh under Bangladesh topic, all right? Now, after him, Pakistan enjoyed Second Republic. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, he was the first elected civilian martial law administrator. He was also the founder of Pakistan People's Party. In 1973, he amended the constitution and he made Pakistan a parliamentary form of government, thereby giving more power to the Prime Minister. All right, so we have to keep in our mind that since 1973, the head of the government in Pakistan is Prime Minister. He then changed his designation to Prime Minister in 1973 and appointed a new president. He, however, was arrested in 1977 and removed through a military coup by General Zia-ul-Haq. Here we have General Zia-ul-Haq. Now, he was the one who removed Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. However, he faced pro-democracy movement from 1982 and was killed in a plane crash in 1988. All right. Now, after the death of General Zia, there were democratic elections in Pakistan. Now, Pakistan had democratic governments or the Third Republic under Benazir Bhutto and Nawaz Sharif, who ruled alternatively. Now, Benazir Bhutto, daughter of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, if you remember this man, was elected as the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Now, she was the youngest woman ever to be elected the head of government and the first woman to be elected as head of government of a Muslim country. Her government was followed by that of Nawaz Sharif, and the two leaders alternated until a military coup by General Pervez Musharraf in 1999. And under General Pervez Musharraf, Pakistan once again faced military rule. He got himself appointed as president in 2001. However, Musharraf lost in the election held in 2008 and he had to resign. Now, with the resignation of Pervez Musharraf in 2008, military rule ended in Pakistan and the civilian government was restored. We call it as the Fourth Republic government, okay? Now, this time it seems to be for good. Anyway, after Pervez Musharraf, Yusuf Raza Gilani became the Prime Minister, followed by Nawaz Sharif, of course, who couldn't complete his term, and Shahid Khaqan Abbasi, respectively. This is just for your background knowledge, and I wouldn't go into detail, okay? And finally, we have Imran Khan. Yes, the former international cricketer turned politician. He is the 22nd and current Prime Minister of Pakistan. His political party is PTI, that is Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, a political party founded by him. Now, we have seen that since Pakistan became a republic, it could never have a stable democracy. Just after it became republic, military rule took over, and this could be seen again and again. Although Pakistan became republic in 1956, a full-fledged stable democracy could be seen only after 2008. So what could be the factors or the reasons contributing to Pakistan's failure in building stable democracy? The first reason we have is social dominance. Now, if you look at the politics of Pakistan, it is dominated by the clergy and the land-owning aristocracy. Okay? 78% of Pakistan parliament members belong to these groups. They have strong hold on military, and these people, they want to hold on to their power. They know that if democracy will prevail, then their power will be eroded. Now, because they do not want to lose their power, they do not support democracy. The second reason we have is Pakistan's conflict with India. Now, Pakistan's constant conflict with India has made the paramilitary force more powerful. All right, because of the Pakistan's conflict with India, the role of Pakistan military becomes important. We have just discussed above that military is dominated by the aristocracies and the clergies, and these groups have often said that democratic government can harm Pakistan's security and that it is safer under military rule. The third reason that we have is lack of genuine international support. The United States and other Western countries have encouraged the military rule in the past for their own selfish reasons. Now, since India has joined NAM during the Cold War era, they were left with Pakistan only to give them support to control South Asia. So these Western countries supported the military rule in Pakistan so as to run the politics of Pakistan the way which is beneficial to them. So the lack of genuine international support towards Pakistan democracy has kept Pakistan non-democratic or under military rule for a long period of time. Finally, we have terrorism or global terrorism. Now, we all have fear of global terrorism, right? The international governments or the United Nations believes that the threat of global Islamic terrorism can be countered by stabilizing military rule in Pakistan and that a civilian government will not be able to tackle or control the Islamic terrorists. Now, this again has given the military a major role. Since Pakistan is a nuclear power, the international governments also fear that Pakistan's nuclear arsenal might fall in the hands of the terrorists under a civil rule, and therefore they encourage the military rule as well. Okay, so in a nutshell, to control terrorism, military rule is necessary. So this is all about Pakistan. I know that it is a little confusing with all the different regimes. However, it is important for you to remember that although Pakistan became a republic in 1956, it experienced republic for 4 times only. Okay, the fourth phase, which started from 2008 after Pervez Musharraf and has been continuing successfully since then. Now let's do a quick recap. Here we have all the list of the leaders. So you must remember that first republic started after 1956. However, it later turned into military. Then Pakistan enjoyed second republic during Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, followed by the third republic during his daughter's rule, that is Benazir Bhutto with Nawaz Sharif, whom she alternated. And finally, the fourth and the stable democracy started from 2008 after the end of Pervez Musharraf's rule. And it seems that it is pretty stable now with Imran Khan as its current Prime Minister. Alright? Now you might have to watch this clip a couple of times to understand and remember the points since it involves quite a number of leaders. But I'm sure you'll get it. Should you have any questions, you can always WhatsApp me or call me. Remember, I'm here for you, okay? So until I upload the next video on Bangladesh, stay safe and take care. Bye-bye.